Referees have a tough job, especially with technology allowing every decision to be scrutinised by the public. So let's discover the 12 most controversial decisions in football. Let's start with number 12, Rivaldo injury cons referee. It doesn't matter what else Rivaldo has done on a football pitch, memories of the midfielder will always be tainted by the injury that he faked in the 2002 World Cup. Describing it as controversial is an understatement. During the match, Turkey's Hakan Ünsal kicked the ball against Rivaldo's legs, and Rivaldo fell dramatically. Ünsal was sent off as a result of the incident in the last minute of Brazil's 2-1 win. Later that week, Rivaldo was fined by FIFA but appeared unrepentant about his actions. As reported on BBC Sport, he said, "I'm calm about the punishment. I'm not sorry about anything. I was both the victim and the person who got fined. Obviously, the ball didn't hit me in the face, but I was still the victim. I did not hit anyone in the face." Number 11, Roy Carroll left red-faced against Spurs. In 2005, there was a controversial incident during a match between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United. Tottenham's Pedro Mendes took a long shot that was fumbled by United's goalkeeper, Roy Carroll. The ball crossed the goal line, but Carroll managed to grab it, hoping no one noticed. Despite the clear goal, the referee and his assistants didn't see it. The game ended 0-0, and this incident is known as one of the worst ghost goal decisions in Premier League history. Number 9, Ben Thatcher's horror tackle on Pedro Mendes. During the second match of the 2006-2007 Premier League season, Manchester City's Ben Thatcher made a brutal attempt to knock Portsmouth's Mendes off the ball. Thatcher's elbow hit Mendes in the face, knocking him unconscious and requiring him to be taken away in an ambulance. Although Thatcher initially received a yellow card, the Football Association later imposed an 8-game ban on him for the incident. Number 8, Ball Boy awarded goal in Brazil. If there is one football clip that you watched this week, this should be it. In a bizarre scenario that unfolded in the Polícia Football Federation Cup in Brazil in 2006, referee Silva Regina de Oliveira awarded a goal to Santa Cruz after a ball boy put the ball into the net. The ball had gone out of play after a Santa Cruz shot went wide, but the ball boy brought it back into play and put it over the line. This led to an intense reaction from Atletico Sorocaba's players. The referee said she based her decision on what her assistants told her. "I should have trusted my own vision," she said in a radio interview. Number 7, Tom Henning over the bow, never forgotten at Stamford Bridge. If you think it's back to Chelsea's Champions League semi-final tie against Barcelona in May 2009, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Maybe it's the 4 penalty appeals that were turned down by referee Tom Henning over the bow. Or perhaps you remember Didier Drogba's visibly fuming rant into the television cameras. And how about the fallout that followed the game, with Ovraba receiving death threats and hate mail? This was definitely one of the most controversial refereeing performances. Number 6, Thierry Henry, the hand of frog. Thierry Henry's double handball in a 2009 World Cup qualifier against Ireland caused the controversy. His handball allowed William Gallas to score France's winning goal, resulting in a 1-1 scoreline that prevented Ireland from qualifying for the following year's tournament in South Africa. Television footage showed Henry handling the ball twice in the box before Gallas scored, ultimately leading to France's qualification and a national tragedy for Ireland. Number 5, Bundesliga blunder. When Duisburg took on Frankfurt in the Bundesliga 2 in 2009-10, they really didn't need any help from the referee. With a comfortable 4-0 lead, Duisburg's Christian Tiffert hit the Frankfurt crossbar with a long-range effort, the ball clearly bouncing outside the goal line. Inexplicably, referee Marco Fritz let the goal stand and Duisburg won 5-0. Number 4, Lampard's disallowed World Cup goal. A lot of players have been hard done by refereeing decisions, but there are very few players who can claim to have been wronged in the World Cup. Frank Lampard is one of those players. The stage was the round of 16 game of the 2010 World Cup between England and Germany. The Germans were already on fire, leading 2-1 in the first half. However, England managed to claw their way back into the game, and during that period, the Chelsea midfielder's long ranger went past Manuel Neuer. It was clear that the ball had crossed the line before it bounced back into play. Much to Lampard's surprise, the referee waved play on as the German shot stopper grabbed the ball as if nothing had happened. Germany won the game 4-1, but who knows what could have been had the goal been given. This incident was one of the key reasons why FIFA started introducing goal line technology, which has definitely made things easier, albeit with a few issues here and there. Number 3. Nigel de Jong and the Kung Fu Kick. In the 2010 World Cup, which was officiated by English referee Howard Webb, Netherlands midfielder Nigel de Jong tackled Spain's Xabi Alonso with a chest-high Kung Fu kick. It was one of the worst tackles I have ever suffered, said Alonso to BBC Sports. It was a tight game, there was respect from both sides, and they had to close us down, added former Liverpool star Alonso. But that challenge was really hard. It was one of the most painful tackles in my life, and it was hard to play on. I've probably broken a rib, although I'm not too worried about that. Number 2. Never tackle a streaker. In 2011, Blue Square Bet South game at Havant and Waterloo, Ashley Vickers, player-manager for non-league side Dorchester Town, was sent off after tackling a streaker who had run onto the pitch. Vickers was surprised by the decision and stated that he was only trying to help by apprehending the streaker so the game could continue. Despite the opposition's players and chairman offering to even things up by taking a player off, the referee decided to send Vickers off. Vickers and others present at the game believed that it was an unprecedented and unlikely event that would not be seen again. And number 1 on our list is Stefan, who slips through the net. The most recent controversy in our selection is Stefan Kiesling's ghost goal for Bayer Leverkusen. The 29-year-old's headed effort against Hoffenheim went wide, but somehow ended up in the back of the net after slipping through the side netting. The German Football Association, DFB, announced that the result of the match would stand, but they have given Hoffenheim a week to appeal the decision. During the 9th round match on October 18th, high-flying Leverkusen were leading by a single goal in the 70th minute when Kiesling headed a corner just wide of the home goal. The ball, however, found its way into the net through a hole in the side netting. Leverkusen eventually claimed 3 valuable points in a 2-1 win, but the controversial goal has sparked criticism and renewed calls for FIFA to introduce video technology to aid referees in such situations. Following a 90-minute hearing in Frankfurt, the head of the DFB tribunal, Judge Hans E. Lorenz, stated that they had no choice but to uphold the original result. These were 12 of the most controversial decisions in football history. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And before you leave, make sure to smash the like and subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and watch the next video. Till next time.